scope you want to get into, and go for that. And like almost always, HRs are always very they encourage you if you are determined to do if you're determined to be good at your job. So they do encourage you. You can try that. And yeah, first 1 year I would tell you to focus on that, and you'll be fine. So that's a little from my side. I'm sorry. Yes, yes. Okay. Yes. Okay, cool. So first, when you're in first year, one thing I would tell you is like, focus on your GPA from the very beginning. If you focus on that, it's gonna help you. Even if you don't, if you're in second year and third year, and if you're a little behind, it's fine. Don't get intimidated. It's completely fine. But yeah, if you have the opportunity to maintain a good GPA, please do that. And first year, you still don't get into your core subjects and all. So like, I wouldn't tell you to, immediately. I mean, you wouldn't have a complete picture, and that's completely fine. Uh, First year, if you are from a non IT background, you can always still explore. There are like great jobs in core as well, like Uh, so yeah, I mean, if you're interested in core, please do pursue that. And in first year itself you would have CPNM, right? So yeah, definitely be good at CPNM. It really helped me. I was only good at CPNM and pretty good at C language and nothing more, and that really took me to places. And yeah, after you're good at C, I would also tell you to focus on one object oriented language, and if you can, also try to look into DBMS. This is for all 3 years. These three core topics are going to help you. And if you are slowly inclining towards tech, then do your own research, explore and like talk to other seniors and like network a bit. You're going to find great opportunities. You're going to find the fields that you're interested in, so pursue them. And like one thing that really really helps is like talk to your seniors. They know things. And like if I mean, once you talk to your seniors, they're going to connect you to someone else. If you're interested in a field, try to find like-minded people. That's going to help you. And in second year, you would already be getting into core subjects and all. So when you're doing that, yeah, from second year itself, I would tell you to start looking into internships a bit. So when it comes to internships, first two internships, I would tell you to go to them purely for your experience. Like the kind of skills you are trying to gain, look for those. When I was in Karya, I really don't know, like, I still don't know what I really want to explore, So when I got into Karya, it was more like I wanted to know how a company works. I wanted to know, like, what kind of skills I need to gain. They are more focused on like transferable skills. So that is what I wanted to gain. So look into that. But if you're already like, specifically interested in one thing, like, you want to be like, uh, you're a cloud developer or something like that, then go for that directly. That's great if you already have clarity. If you don't, I would tell you to explore different various kinds of fields. Just there are a plethora amount of opportunities. So like keep exploring them. Third year, if you already came to third year and if you feel like you haven't done much, that's fine. I haven't either. So third year, there's still time. Like I said, when you come to third year, revise your basics, concentrate on them, make a good resume, and even in third year you can still go and like try for internships. Edumon actually has some really great opportunities, so I would urge you to do that and look into what you're interested in. So like whenever be it your okay, this is like an unpopular opinion. I'm not sure if I'm supposed to talk about it, but like when it comes to internships, what I and like a lot of people faced is that um yeah, okay, fine. I'll just say that. Yeah, when it comes to internships, like I said, first two things I told you to focus on experience, right? But later on, if you still have time and if you already built a good experience and stuff, you don't necessarily have to invest how do I put this. So when you're strictly looking for experience, it feels like the company is taking a lot from you, but like you're not getting anything out of it. Not just an internship, even at your normal jobs as well. So like make sure that even you're getting something out of it. It could be a monetary pay, or like the skills, or like the kind of position they give you as you keep working. If you're interning somewhere and you've interning somewhere at that place for quite a while, make sure that I mean, if you feel like you're good at it or something, you can go reach out to them and say that, hey, I'm already good at this, so I feel like I can take up another responsibility, I can take up another tag, and this is how or like this is the thing I'm providing. So like, are there any is there anything I can get out of it? Or if you're interning at a company, you can be like, hey, I've been into like, when you approach them, first tell them that you came to learn, or like just came to experience, which is actually true, right? But once you actually start making some changes there and you start being good at it, you can ask them, like, hey, I've been working here for a while, and if you think I'm good at it, or if you feel like I'm being good at my job, maybe you can offer me a position. You have to go out and you have to be outspoken about it. You have to reach out to them. It's completely fine. And if they are not willing to do that, that's fine as well. But like, it's important that you reach out at least. A lot of people, I find this dissatisfaction, be it at their job or an internship or anything. So it's okay to be outspoken, it's okay to ask them. Don't shy away from that, is what I would tell you. But even before you ask, you have to make sure that you're qualified enough, you feel capable enough to do that. Once you're there, that is when I would tell you to do that. And that would help your resume as well. I mean, like, you're working at a place, and as an intern itself, and they give you another position, that really speaks a lot. So yeah, I would definitely say that when you intern at a place, be committed to that place. And you have to look at a company in a way that it's not just someone else's company, it's yours too, because you're working there. You have to feel like a part of it and do good there. And that would also help you to network, and networking really changes the game. So like, yeah, do that as well. Since, I mean, from first year, I recommend you to network. These two things. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Cool, great question. Yeah. So right now I'm working from home, and when it comes to work, like, the huge transition that I observed, or like that I felt, and a lot of freshers who are with me struggle with as well, is that with your colleagues, you're supposed to call them by their name, and like, they're pretty much I mean, most of them are like elder to you and all, and it feels a little weird. And me doing an internship actually helped me to not feel that uncomfortable feeling, and uh, like, talk to them in a much free manner, and like, my other, like, my own parallel colleagues and all, they struggle with that. And when you do that, you sort of separate yourself from the group, from your project members. So like, that one thing, it'll take some time to adjust, but like, the faster you do, the better. And normally, work experience in general, uh with Wipro, it has been great actually. All my colleagues are pretty good. They're very, I mean, they encourage you and stuff. And like, as a fresher, when you're into a project, uh the first thing is that you don't know much about the technical things that go around, and you don't know how the project works and all. Obviously, you're going to have a lot of doubts, and you would feel a little reluctant to talk to them and ask them, like, hey, how do I do this task or something. And like, let's say, like, today I ask them like two three questions. Next day, if I again repeat the question, or like ask them, I'm gonna, even I would feel that reluctantness, like, I might disturbing them a lot. Sometimes even they might get a little annoyed and stuff. But I want you to like remind yourself that you're just a fresher, so it's fine. You can ask them how many ever doubts you want to. It doesn't matter if, I mean, if you think it sounds silly or something, it's not going to be silly, don't worry. But ask them. The more you ask them, the more you're going to learn. And for the most part, your colleagues are going to be fine. But in case, like, if you're not uh, like, if the project doesn't just work for you, if your team members are just not connecting with you, and you don't feel like it's your place, like I said, while you're working at a project, upskill yourself at something else, look into other opportunities in the company, and like look other projects that are available. So once you work in this project for like 2 to 3 months, go to your HR and be like, hey, I want to explore this field, so like can I get into opportunities which are related to that? And you can always jump into another opportunity, and jumping into another opportunity would help would help your profile as well, because it will show you that you're talented with these skills and skills in the new project, etc. So it's like a win-win. And also, when it comes to your when it comes to work and stuff, yeah, maintain like good conversation with your team members, but like you don't have to be overtly friendly or something. You're not obligated to do that, but have a good conversation, be good with your HR and stuff, and you'll be fine. It's a good experience. Yeah. Yes. Yes. Okay. So truth be told, I didn't specifically, choose IT or something. I still don't know what I want to do, to be honest. And like I said, while I was attempting my, interviews and stuff, I didn't attempt them with the intention of getting a job. I just wanted to know if I was capable or not, like to crack one. And when I got into IT, I was still okay with IT because I was good at coding. It's only one language, but I was good at it. Because first year, right? During first years, you're a little more determined to study well and all that. Second year, third year, you just leave it. But like, first year, it was good. And like, CPNM also, like, your textbook is pretty clear and straight to the point. You just go through that and you'll be fine. And even like second year, third year, when I was doing my other internships and projects, I've also worked at this place where I hands-on built a robot. So like when it comes to building that, I had to be good at mechanical. There were some like I had to be good at electrical basics as well, and I also programmed a lot. So because of that experience, I felt a little bit more confident when I got into this job. And after I got into Wipro, though it's an IT it's an IT job that I applied for, I'm currently in research and development. So my projects are related to mechanical actually. So that's cool. And when it comes to selecting, like, what you're interested in and all, it depends from person to person. Like if you're already in mechanical and if you want to pivot to tech, that's fine. That's great. If you don't want to, and if you want to continue with mechanical, that's totally cool as well. And if you just don't know what to do, I would tell you, like, whatever opportunity you get, you just take it and explore it. And if you don't like it, drop that and go for another thing. I mean, you're still young. You can job hop. It's not gonna look bad on your resume. Don't worry about that. But as long as you feel like you're at a place and you feel like you're learning, you feel like you're getting something out of it, do it. And if you feel like, hey, I think I'm maxed out, I feel like, there's no scope for me here. And like, when you keep working on a project, you're like, I just don't think this field works for me. I don't see myself doing this maybe a couple of years later on. That's when, while you're working here, I would tell you to explore other options that feel interesting to you, and go for that when you feel ready. Yes. Yeah, exactly. I mean, not just as students, because like, yeah, at whatever path in your life, basically. I mean, just breaking your head about it, it's not going to give you a solution. So why not explore?
So you said you joined in three companies, right? I mean, you interviewed for three companies and got selected.
Yeah, I interviewed for four. I got selected in three.
Oh, nice. So I heard there's a cap thing in universities for campus placements.
Cap as well.
Uh, like I'm not sure how it works, but something like if you get a 10 lakh job, you're only allowed to apply for job that's more than 15 lakh, not less than 15 lakh again. Something like
Yeah, yeah. I faced something similar, not exactly this. So, like when I was attempting my placements, right? I previously confirmed with them. And I asked them, like, can I attempt for how many ever placements I want to do? And they were like, yeah, sure, cool. And like the very first four opportunities that came to my campus, I attempted them. And like later on, they're like, hey, I mean, like when I was attempting my placements, it was in 2021, I mean, 2020 and 2021, right? And that was during COVID time. There weren't a lot of opportunities back then. It was a little like the market was a little weird. So like when I attempted them, my HOD was like, people who already got jobs, you're not supposed to write them anymore. So like those things happen, and in case like you already got a 10L job and you're like you want to attempt for something and your campus just denies you. You can always try for off campus jobs, or you can like one thing you can do is like go to LinkedIn, try look for the job and see who are working there. And mostly usually always they'll always have this referral thing. Like if you're already working at a company, they'll have this referral thing that I mean they contact them. You ask them like, hey, this is what I'm interested in, is there anything of that sort. Sometimes they post it on their page themselves. And you can apply through referral as well if you're interested in another job. Once you sign into a job doesn't necessarily mean you have to stay there. I mean, until you get your appointment letter and all that, you can still always explore. Colleges do that, and I do agree. It's not, I mean, I think that sucks as well, but like, we can't really do anything about it.
yeah.
Yes. Great question. Sorry, your voice is breaking. Can you repeat that? Confusion as in what to go for. Okay, okay. Like a concluding statement. Cool, cool. Yes, yes, sure, sure. So from my experience, what I learned and what will really help is when you are attempting an interview, or basically just attempting a placement in general, be confident. Even if you don't feel confident, fake it. I'm sorry about that. Yeah. Even if you're not confident, fake it. It's fine. And like you have to know, no one is above you or below you. They're everyone are freshers. So like they're not gonna like really be aggressive with your with the questions or something. You're gonna be fine. And even if you don't get any campus placements, that is still fine. Off campus placements are like comparatively much better than on campus placements, if you ask me. At least like what I've observed. So it's not too late or anything. And like one experience that some of my colleagues felt as well is that we sort of regret getting campus placements. And I'm not discouraging you, I'm just telling, because like you feel like you missed out on opportunities that are outside. So yeah, you're going to be fine. And like I said, make sure your resume is a little crisp, because that will make an impression. I mean, they're only going to look at your resume for like 6 seconds max, according to some study. But like still, make an impression over there. And yeah, brush up with your basics. You're going to be fine. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. no, my yes, we didn't hear. And I have to tell you guys, like Edimoon has been I mean, it's a really great platform, you know. Edimoon was there like when I was in fourth year, when I was almost graduating, and I really think that sucks for me. I mean, people who are in first year right now, you have a great platform where, you know, I mean, there are like a lot of people over there, great networking opportunities, and, you know, good internship opportunities as well. It's really gonna help. If you're in first year, I urge you to start, like, you know, from right now. And people over here are, you know, they encourage you a lot. It doesn't matter which position you're in. I understand, like, sometimes it can be intimidating when you're in first year. You feel like you don't know anything, and everyone's like, you know, elder to you, already have some experience, etc. But it's gonna be fine, you know. Your seniors and all, they encourage you a lot, so it's gonna be good. Yes. Mm. Yeah. Okay. Yes. 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 This is another point I would like to highlight that you mentioned as well. I completely second that. Like I said, you know, working at a startup is like my internships have always been at startups usually. And it was much better than my corporate experience. I felt like I always feel like I learned much more over there, like how to conduct myself in general at a, you know, corporate structure as well. And also when you're working at a startup, right? See, if you are interning at, like, be it an MNC or something, it's just that one position that you can explore, nothing more. But if you are in a startup, you can explore whatever position that you want to. So your transferable skills are going to be much more than it would be if you are interning at at an MNC. And even, you know, if you're working at an MNC full, I mean, if you're working at a startup full time as well, your learning opportunities are going to be much more than it would be at a corporate place. So that is how, if you know, yeah.